На плакатах, которые начали появляться по всему Риму на самом деле еще в прошлый четверг, фотография президента Путина, сделанная в 2003 году во время его поездки на Северный флот, и надпись «Я вместе с Путиным». Но на самом деле, даже несмотря на то, что сейчас середина ночи, нам не составило большого труда найти в центре города молодого человека, который и правда вместе с президентом России.
Конечно, я с Путиным, потому что Путин не хочет войны. Войны никто не хочет, и в этом весь смысл.
Точно такие же плакаты в большом количестве появились также на улицах Парижа и Каира.
Grâce à la présence bienveillante de la Russie et de son président Vladimir Poutine. Vive Poutine! Vive Poutine!
Here come the Russians. You want to talk about a disaster, man? This Syrian operation that we're contemplating here has so many different things that could go wrong. Now, one of them is that now the Russians are sending warships to the Mediterranean. They're sending 2 warships. One is a missile cruiser from the Black Sea Fleet. The other one is a large anti-submarine ship from the Northern Fleet. Oh boy. Now, why are you sending them? The Russians do a standard thing about like, oh no, of course. These were pre-planned exercises. But then they did also say this. The well-known situation now in the Eastern Mediterranean required us to make some adjustments to the naval force. Now look, don't get me wrong. The Russians aren't going to attack the U.S. because we attacked Syria. We're not going to get into World War III, at least not right away. But basically, this is Putin saying, oh, you want to show me your junk? Well, I got a pretty nice package too. Here's my 2 warships. How you like these apples, right? So they explain here at Reuters, defense experts said the deployment of the 2 warships identified by Interfax could give Assad early warning of cruise missile launches, particularly by submarine or jam radars or navigation systems, although they might never be used for this. Oh boy. So they don't have to necessarily attack us, and I doubt that they would do the latter end of that. I don't think that they would jam our radars, because that's pretty aggressive and really risk a confrontation. But by the way, when you have U.S. warships and Russian warships in near proximity to one another, never a good sign, because you know what? A misunderstanding, a miscommunication, someone jams a radar, somebody fires a warning shot, and then, oops, did we start a war? It's a bad idea, man. Every day I grow much more concerned about this action in Syria. And the one part of that seems like they might do is, could they give Assad early warning of cruise missile launches? Totally. So that might be part of the explanation here as well. And don't get me wrong, it's not like there's only 2 Russian warships in the area. Those are 2 new ones they're sending in. Reuters explains, Russia's chief of staff said in June the Navy had stationed 16 warships and 3 ship-based helicopters in the Mediterranean, its first permanent naval deployment there since Soviet times. Fun times. Back to the future in all the wrong ways. I'd put the brakes on that Syrian exercise so quick. Look, I don't want to be intimidated by the Russians, and I certainly don't want to send that sign. But it doesn't look like we have our ducks in a row here. We don't have the proper evidence yet. We have not presented to anybody, U.S. Congress, United Nations, American public. And if we take action without doing any of that, when at this point they cannot definitively confirm that it was Assad's regime that launched the latest round of chemical weapons, it's got bad idea written all over.